All right, guys. All right, so this video is geared towards how to basically put together or record for your PowerPoint presentation that's required for your final presentation, okay? I am only going to be able to show you how to use PowerPoint. There are some other sites out there, Canva, Prezi, Screenocast, which is what I use most commonly. Some of them do cost money. I'm going to be posting some links in next week's folder, so that way you guys have some other options out there. But I want to show you really quickly just a few things that I've learned about how to use PowerPoint, how to record, that type of thing. Okay? So the first thing that you have to do, obviously, is choose the type of PowerPoint you want to use. Okay? So, and honestly, we're just really going to go with blank presentation. We're just going to keep it really simple. Okay? And once you've done that, you're going to essentially add in your slides. Now, make sure that you follow, I can't stress this enough, use the instructions for the final presentation. In it is embedded what the criteria is and what is required, all the different components. There's about 7 pieces of information that must be in your presentation. So you'll probably end up, if you were to only do bare minimum, those 7 pieces of information, you'll still end up with about 9 slides, okay? Because you'll have your title slide, you'll have the 7 slides of information, and then you'll have your reference slide, okay, that will show, all the references for your presentation. So keep that in mind. Now, what we are going to do, and I'm literally just going to kind of show you just a really brief way to how to record, okay? So after you get all of your slides together, and I know this is obviously a blank slide, right? But after you get all your slides together, you are literally just going to click on record, right? Easy peasy, okay? Now, the good thing is there is an option, depending on which version of PowerPoint you have, that you can screen record, okay? But obviously, we're not going to use that. You can, however, just do audio, okay? So with that said, we're going to click on audio, and I'm going to show you really quickly. So as you see, this little box comes up, and all you have to do is click this little red button. So make sure, obviously, that all your slides are ready to go and that you know kind of, you've maybe practiced. I would practice it maybe a couple of times so that way you're well aware, okay, this is what I plan to say about this slide, and this is what I'm going to say about that slide, so you're not fumbling through the slides, okay? And then it may even take, a few shots of you, doing this, and that's okay, okay? But the way that we do this, you're literally just going to click on the little record button. Once you start clicking on that button, essentially it's going to start recording. You see how it's kind of doing the seconds. Now the great thing is, because you have to have a certain number of minutes, you can kind of time, okay, I know I need to have this amount of time for this slide, that slide, and you can add it all up and say, okay, this is my time limit, right? Now let's go ahead and we're going to click OK there. Now, I'm going to just play this so you can kind of hear me. Once you start clicking on that button, essentially it's going to start recording. So now we have our voiceover, right? You don't have to be in the video. I'm not really looking for that per se. However, obviously, it's great always to put a face with a name so you can be enthusiastic and you can really talk about the information within your presentation. So if that, is an option for you and you use one of the other sites that allows you to kind of do that, and even with PowerPoint presentations like with Screenocast, I'm able to pull up different things, so you can still do your PowerPoint presentation on regular PowerPoint, and then you can use one of these other sites to actually, convey the information in a video format where your peers can see you. So, keep that in mind. I'm not saying that I don't want to see your faces, obviously, but I know that there are some students that are kind of out there struggling, trying to figure out, okay, well, how I'm going to get this presentation done. Just know that the audio is the most important, and pretty much you're going to need to make sure, and we're going to insert another new slide, okay? So pretty much you would have to record on each slide, okay? So you'll basically go to the next slide and repeat the same thing. And so you'll go in and you record audio for the second slide, okay? So that's pretty much what you have to do. So just keep in mind, yes, you can't just talk about all of the slides on slide 1. You're going to need to go slide 1, record all that you need to record about that particular slide, then obviously click stop, then move on to slide 2, record all that you need to record for that slide, stop, and then so on and so forth, okay? I hope that this, helps someone. But if you have questions, obviously you guys know I'm always here. Send me a message, send me an email of some sort, so that way I can try to help you as much as I can. I'm looking forward to seeing your presentations, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your day.